At the end of this lesson, you will learn how to write a story based on the given outline.
Hi, Grandma. I have been waiting for you all morning.
Hello, Zizi. I'm glad to see you too, dear. So why did you insist that I come to visit you today?
Oh, Grandma, you are the best storyteller. Our teacher has given us an outline of a story that we need to write. She has also announced a prize for the best written story. Grandma, I need your help in writing the story.
So that is what you want, huh? Well then, what are we waiting for? Let us get started.
Here is the outline of the story.
Let us carefully read the outline of the story.
An ant is weary and thirsty. Walks along the bank of a river. Stops to quench its thirst. Strong rush of water carries away, drowning the ant. Dove on a tree plucks a leaf, lets it fall. Ant climbs on the leaf, floats safely to the bank. Thanks the dove. A bird catcher under the tree lays lime twigs, makes a trap to catch the dove. Ant stings his foot. Bird catcher cries in pain, throws the twigs. Noise draws dove's attention. Dove flies away.
Zizi, after reading this outline, we have a fair idea what this story is about. Isn't that right?
Yes, Grandma.
The outline simply describes a sequence of events with characters in the form of points and short phrases. We must now breathe life into this outline and develop these points into a complete story. Do you remember when I read you bedtime stories? We came across all kinds of characters. The characters in the story may be people, animals, and sometimes even non-living things who talk and behave like human beings. If the characters are animals or non-living things, present them in your story as speaking and behaving like human beings do. This will make your story engaging and enjoyable. Let me tell you the important points you should remember while writing a story. First, always read the outline of the story carefully and understand what the story is all about. The next step is to develop the points of the outline into complete sentences. Follow the outline of the story. That means follow the sequence in which the points are given. These points form the series of events in the story. Do not omit any part of the outline. Do not include unrelated or unnecessary events that may change the story completely. Every story has a beginning, middle, and an ending. You may include details to make the story interesting and enjoyable to read. Write the story in the past tense even if the outline may be provided in the present tense. Introduce dialogue or conversation to make the story engaging. Use direct speech when introducing these conversations. For example, in direct speech, the ant looked up at the dove and said, "Thank you for saving my life. I am very grateful." In indirect speech, the dove told the ant that she should climb up on the leaf and that it would keep her safe. Remember to give a title to your story. Choose a title that is related to the main characters or events of the story. Write the title using title casing in which the main words begin with capital letters. Avoid the use of quotation marks and punctuation marks in the title unless it is a sentence. Zizi, have you thought about a title for your story yet?
The story is about the ant and the dove. So, I will give it the same title. The Ant and the Dove.
That is a fine title, Zizi. It is good to see that you have used capital letters for the main words, ant and dove. The article and the conjunction are written using lowercase letters. Have you now understood what we need to do to write a story from a given outline, Zizi?
Yes, Granny. I think I should be able to write it on my own now.
Well then, you can start writing the first draft of your story now. Let us begin writing the introduction or the beginning of the story.
On a hot summer day, an ant was walking along the bank of a river. The ant was tired and very thirsty. It went to the bank of a river to have a drink of water. The rush of water in the river was strong and the ant got carried away.
That is a good start, Zizi. Now continue writing the body of the story.
A dove sitting on a tree overhead saw the ant was drowning. So, the dove plucked a leaf from a branch and let it fall into the river close to the ant. The dove said to the ant, "Climb onto the leaf. It will keep you from drowning and you can float safely to the bank of the river." The ant climbed onto the leaf and floated safely to the bank of the river. The ant was very grateful to the dove and said, "Thank you for saving my life." Later that day, the ant saw a bird catcher. The bird catcher came and stood under the tree. He laid lime twigs and was making a trap to catch the dove. The ant saw this and realized that the bird catcher was trying to lay a trap to catch its friend the dove. So the ant stung the bird catcher on the leg. The bird catcher let out a painful yelp and threw down the twigs. The dove heard the noise and flew away. So in this way, the ant repaid the dove by saving its life from danger.
Well done, Zizi. You've written the story very well. I think it's time we have a quick treat and then read the new storybooks that I got you.
learning to write a story with Grandma. Let us quickly go through the points we need to remember while writing a story using an outline. The outline describes a sequence of events with characters in the form of points and short phrases. The characters in the story may be people, animals, and sometimes even non-living things who talk and behave like human beings. To develop the story from an outline, read the outline of the story carefully and understand what the story is all about. Develop the points of the outline into complete sentences. Follow the sequence in which the points are given. Do not omit any part of the outline. Do not include unrelated or unnecessary events that may change the story completely. Every story has 3 sections: beginning, body or middle, and ending. Introduce dialogue or conversation to make the story engaging. Use direct speech when introducing these conversations. Write the story in the past tense, even if the outline may be provided in the present tense. Choose a title that is related to the main characters or events of the story. Write the title using title casing, in which the main words begin with capital letters. Bye for now. See you soon.